as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd down at the 26-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to Jarvis Landry. Brings up third down.
Third and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
43-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Good.
And he puts it through.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to let it go again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, they're going to go with the option. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Kaepernick. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Kenny Moore brought him down. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington has taken the lead.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Browns 7.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that,
he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
The 36-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 14, Browns 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb, second leading rusher in the NFL last year. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
1st and 10 at the 21.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Line 55, line 55. Hey, eat. Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. But they're going option play on 3rd down. This is out quickly to the right. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Jeremy Sprinkle.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
26 mark. Okay, just like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Kaepernick now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Kaepernick. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, it's Gibson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
38-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
And it's third down.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock was stopped with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
The 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Campbell downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
That's the end.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete.
A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 31. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
TJ Green on the tackle. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. there to make the grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 31-yard line. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. 20, 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 31. Browns 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. To try again after the sack. Mayfield, catch made here by Campbell. And he's out right at the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Check, 55 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. To throw is Kaepernick. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
2nd and 10.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They run the counter. Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
when you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. To throw, Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick six. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run the counter. Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a play fake. Kaepernick slings this deep for McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. unable to connect in that attempt.
Is good.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch me work, watch tape, watch them work.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they...
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
55, my God, 55. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Run, run, run.
One last shot for Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
17.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.